Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Parade of Paws. I'm Officer Thomas Anderson with the Casa Grande Police Department, and joining me today is Lisa Hartwell, Animal Control Officer for the Casa Grande Animal Care and Adoption Center. Hi Lisa, how are you today?
Good, great.
Great. Hey, we are coming to you today from the Casa Grande main library because we are celebrating a special month, and we'll tell you more about that later. But we are looking forward to giving you a great presentation and showcasing some dogs and cats for you today. So we'll get right into it and begin with our first dog.
Okay. First dog is going to be Hershey. This is Hershey. Hershey is a beautiful dark chocolate colored Chihuahua. You'll know that in our shelter we have several different varieties of Chihuahuas, and he's just one. You'll see a few of them showcased today. He has a brother named Nestle that he rooms with. Super nice little guy. He's about a year old. And real sweet. He likes kids, and the kids will get to see him afterwards and say hello to him.
And Hershey provides a good example to people that not all little dogs like this are going to be so little, right? This is probably a bigger version of that.
Right, right. He's not going to get much bigger. He will stay this size, but he's definitely not the little tiny Chihuahua. We get him in all sizes.
All right, that's Hershey. And this is Butterfinger, right?
This is Butterfinger. We're on kind of a theme, you could tell, with our names right now.
Right.
Butterfinger, again, is a Chihuahua mix. He's a male, again, about a year and a half year old. That seems to typically be about the age we usually get dogs at our shelters, the strays that come in. The males are usually around a year and a half, and the females around that age too. It's about the time they decide they want to start roaming, if they haven't been spayed or neutered yet. So it seems to be the typical age we usually get most of them. So you'll probably see that most of them are about that age today. Just a smooth-coated blonde Chihuahua, and he just came as a stray in, and he needs to, again, a really sweet little guy. He's super happy, always wagging his tail. Looks a little bit nervous right now.
As they all do when they showcase, right?
Yeah.
They calm down when they get home.
Yep.
All right, that's Butterfinger. Thank you.
And this is Butterscotch.
Hey, Butterscotch.
Butterscotch is a little bit older. He's about 3 years old. So he's probably has some terrier in him because his little wiry look here looks like a Chihuahua Terrier mix. Another little nice guy that all of these dogs have been paired up with friends. So most all of them get along with other dogs. And so if you've got another dog at your house, you certainly can add one of these guys. We always recommend that you bring yours down, and they do a meet and greet, but they're used to being with others.
And I don't know about Butterscotch, but just as a point of interest to our viewers, Lisa, these animals, when they come in, whether they're brought in or you pick them up out in the community, they're not usually in this kind of condition. And I don't just mean by the cute little bandanas you put on them. Sometimes you've got to do quite a bit of TLC for them, right?
Yes, a lot come in filled with ticks, wounds from being in fights. Everybody usually gets a tick dip and a bath before we even decide that they're, available for adoption. They're ours for 72 hours until, if nobody claims them, they become the city's property, and then we can put them up for adoption, get them bathed, get them spayed and neutered, or get them to a rescue.
Excellent. All right.
All right. Off of the candy theme, now we're on football.
All right.
Okay. This is Fitzgerald. Okay, again, he's got some terrier in him, and some Chihuahua in him, and maybe even some Dachshund, so he might be a Chiweenie Terrier mix, the designer breed.
Is that official, Chiweenie? Yes?
Yeah. Again, he's about a year and a half year old, and male. It seems that everybody's male so far that we've had, but that seems to be the majority of the dogs we seem to get. We have lots of big dogs at the shelter too. We just brought little dogs today. He's ready to go see the kids.
That's right. Remember, we're off site today. We're here at the Casa Grande main library, so it's easier to bring quite a few small puppies over than to bring some of our big dogs. Although we have one that's a little bit of a
little bit bigger.
Right? All right.
Show that one at the end too. All right. This beautiful young lady is Susie Q. She's about 4 or 5 years old. And she came in with a friend that's already been adopted, a little Chihuahua. And so she's used to being with other dogs as well. She's not going to get any bigger than this. This is it. This is Susie. She's probably a Yorkie Terrier mix of some sort. She's just a sweet little dog, super quiet, and she'd be a great little dog, somebody that wants somebody to pack around with them and sit on their lap all the time, whatever. But now little kids, probably not, because she's so little. So we'd want her to go more with somebody that's a little bit more mature, for a little bit more mature kids around her.
All right, and that's Susie Q. Now, before you leave with Susie Q, I can already hear our last dog wanting to come out. He's pretty excited, he or she, I'm not sure yet. But just quickly, if you can tell our viewers about what you mentioned earlier with themes of names. The first 3 puppies out here, or dogs out here, were some kind of candy, right? And so far, and then you had a football and Susie Q. I'm not sure which football player that is, but I'm sure it's one of them.
Susie, I think Susie's just her own thing. She's just her own little diva.
But my point is that these names are just provided by the staff here at the Animal Care and Adoption Center. You, of course, come down here and find your pet for your forever home, for that pet's forever home. You're, of course, welcome to name your pet whatever you want.
Yeah,
right?
we don't expect you to keep the names at all. We've got to give them something besides dog 1, dog 2, dog 3, you know, and give them a little bit of personality too.
That's right.
Yeah.
And this is London, right?
This is London. She had a
Did you
sister.
get London up here?
Oh, I think so. She had a sister named Paris who got adopted. So London's here. She's an American Staffordshire Terrier mix. This is typical of a lot of the dogs that come into our shelter. You get a lot of Chihuahua mixes and a lot of Pit or American Staffordshire Terrier mixes. And again, they come in all sizes, all colors, all personalities. She has been a sweetheart from the very beginning. She loves other dogs. She loves attention. She's going to squeeze it. And she's right in her first year. She's about a year old. She's right in her first year.
Will she get much bigger?
No, she might fill out just a little bit, but she certainly won't get any taller. She's one of those kind of squatty ones. Can you stand up? Why not, babies? She's enjoying the love, so she wants to just kind of hang.
Excellent. Well, before she leaves, I wanted to mention, you may have noticed that we've got quite a few guests with us today. And some of those are some young folks that have joined us here at the library. But we have a couple of other special guests, and we'd like to introduce those to you now. If you'd like to take
Okay.
one out.
Okay, she messed up it.
So as I've told you more than once, we are here at the Casa Grande Main Library, and we do have some young guests here with us hanging out and watching our showcase. But we have a very special guest. As a matter of fact, a couple of them. We have Casa Grande Main Library assistant, Sarah Cisco, and she's bringing a special guest with her today. Hello, Sarah.
Hello.
And who do you have with you today?
I have brought with me the National Library Card Week, National Library Card Month mascot, Snoopy.
Hello, Snoopy. So Snoopy's here for a very special occasion, right? This is National Library Card Month. Tell us a little bit about that.
The entire month of September is National Library Card Month here at the Main and the Vista Grande Library. If you come in to the branches, either or, you can get your free library card the entire month of September. Also, in order to get a library card, you will need photo ID and something that shows your current Pinal County street address. You can also get a free replacement card if you've lost your old library card. Great time to come into the library, pick up that card. There's a lot of great things you can do with your library card.
Great. Well, we want you to know that Snoopy's here today to play with some of our young kids at the library, but Snoopy is not available for adoption. So thank you very much for being here to celebrate National Library Card Month with us, Sarah and Snoopy. And did you have one more item that you wanted to share with us?
One more thing, although Snoopy's not available for adoption, if you bring your library card to the adoption center, you can get dogs at a special price, $25 with your library card, and cats for $10.
Excellent, great deal, right? Okay, thank you very much, Snoopy, and thank you very much, Sarah. Bye, Snoopy. That was a pretty cool visit, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do now, folks, is move right into showcasing our cats. We don't have very many of them, but of course, each one is just as important as the other. So let's get started with the first one.
Okay.
All right, our first cat up is Lily.
Lily. Lily is about 3 months old. She's a domestic short hair. Her colors are tiger and white, tiger and gray, black tiger. We get tabbies and tigers and oranges and grays, and she's about the size of a lot of our kittens in there right now. Isn't she cute? She's adorable, huh?
Kind of had a feeling this was going to happen.
She's irresistible.
Is that her sister?
This is her. This is her. She doesn't have any sisters and brothers right now. She needs you to be her sister or brother. Oh. She cute? She's soft? Yeah. And all of our cats, being the $10, which is a really good deal right now, is they will leave spayed or neutered, their shots, their license, and a dewormer, all for that price.
Excellent. Great. Well, let's meet the next one up, and I believe that's Panda.
This is Panda. And Panda's about 4 months old. She's a female. A little bit longer hair. Lover. She's just a big lover. She loves to be petted. And she's pretty irresistible as well.
And I want you all to know out there, we did not plan this. We're not trying to get you to bring your kids down on purpose. Well, yeah, we are. We're trying to get you to bring your kids down.
But we have lots of kittens like this. If you know a kitten about this age, and of course we'd want to pick the correct one. Especially if it's a new pet for your child, you're just introducing them to animals. This would be a great kitten animal to have for a new pet, or just to learn about pets. Because these little guys are going to want to pick them up, drag them around, put them in clothes, and not be as gentle as they would with maybe a bigger one that's already set in their ways. So they're pretty tolerant.
All right, and that's Panda. Thank you very much.
What's the next one?
So Lisa, we're about to wrap up our show, but you know we never finish a show without trying to give our citizens a little bit of an education about safety for our pets, right?
Right.
So our viewers will be watching this show throughout the month of September and of course October, and the big holiday in October is Halloween, and Halloween is great for kids and some adults, but not so great for animals, right?
Right.
Can you tell us some of the reasons that it's not so great for animals and some safety precautions that people should take when it comes to their animals?
Sure. As fun as it is for your kids to get dressed up, and sometimes you like to dress up your animals as well, just kind of be mindful of the costumes. It's more for you than it is for them, and they may not tolerate it as well. So, but other things than that is when the kids come back with their candy bags, all the little crackly sounds, that's super interesting to dogs and cats, and they get some foil or some paper that they ingest, then you've got a big vet bill or a super sick cat or dog. So keep things picked up when the kids are going out trick-or-treating, or you're answering the door to give the trick-or-treaters their candy. Make sure your animal is put away back in a room so he doesn't scooch out the door. We get a lot of strays over the holidays. People are coming to visit on a doors opening, closing, and that cat or dog doesn't know that that's not his welcome in or out as well. So make sure he's put back away. It'll be for his own safety and own good.
Excellent. And what about costumes and not knowing who's in that costume?
Right. It can be scary for them. They're used to seeing what you look like, and if you come up with a big clown costume or a scary dude costume, make sure you don't get bit by your dog he's trying to protect his property.
I'm not gonna be scary.
That's some great advice. Thank you very much, Lisa. We really appreciate you showcasing our cats and dogs today. And of course, we want to say thank you to Sarah and to Snoopy and to all of our wonderful kids here. And we want to thank Casa Grande Main Library here for hosting us. And don't forget about the special promotion with your library card this month, and your special promotion with being able to adopt dogs and cats this month by getting your library card. And the last thing we'd like to remind you of is how to contact the Animal Care and Adoption Center and how to get there. Can you tell us how to do that?
We're located at 202 East First Avenue on the south side of town. And the phone number is 520-426-9300. That's super important, because in order to get a hold of us, you need to call and leave a message. We're in and out quite often, and so doing calls and taking care of the animals in the city. So leave us a message. We'll set up a time for you to come down. We don't want to miss anybody. So.
Absolutely. So there's a couple of other ways you can keep up with us. Of course, there is our city website, casagrandeaz.gov, and our Facebook and Twitter pages. So please follow us, and please watch us again next time on Channel 11 and on YouTube, of course. And tell your friends and family about us, and we'll be happy to give you your forever pet and have them have a forever home. Thanks for watching, everybody.